covered a lot in the last module on campaign creation in Amazon, but the important thing we want you to know is just simply what types of campaigns that you should have at launch, and also what types of campaigns you should have for different strategies. So what I'm going to show you today is how you can quickly make some of those campaigns in our PPC optimization tool, Atomic. Now, if you don't have access to Atomic, that's okay. You're going to still learn some key insights into your campaign creation. Before we dive into that, though, it's important to know what stage your product is in, its life cycle, so to speak. If it's brand new, then you're in launch stage. If it's something you've been running for a while, maybe you're looking to scale. Or maybe it's at the end of its life cycle in what might be called a liquidate stage. So first, we're going to take a look at those three stages. These are what we call product lifecycle stages within Atomic. Launch is, again, you're just looking to launch campaigns, and your goal here really should be for max impressions. We want max impressions really because visibility and branding and collecting data is what's really important when you're first launching a product. So this is going to help you in maximizing those keywords that have the most amount of impressions regardless of ACoS. The second one here is what's called scale. This is where we go after our target ACoS, and it's typically when you've already run some campaigns and you get a general idea of what your target ACoS should be. This is where you're going to find the most profitable keywords while increasing or maintaining impressions, but towards a specific target ACoS. And lastly, at the end of a product's life cycle, you're probably going to look at liquidating your product. And that is where we're just going to focus on orders. So regardless of ACoS, we're just going to look at what keywords are making the most amount of sales and really emphasize and optimize those up in order to make the most amount of sales in the quickest amount of time. This might become important when you have a brand new product that you're looking to launch, a new version of a product, or maybe your product just is not selling and you're looking to liquidate, so you're not paying those high FBA fees. So those are the three different product life cycles that we try to build campaigns around, or build campaign strategies around here at Atomic, and what we suggest that you do even if you're not using our tool. Now that you understand these three product stages, let's take a look at Atomic in our campaign builder to show you how you can implement them. In Atomic's campaign builder, we currently have two different options, a quick builder and a guided builder, soon to have a single campaign builder, but let's just focus on these two. The quick builder can basically be used for those who just want to build campaigns really quickly. If you have not done any keyword research, as we've outlined earlier in this course, this might be an option for you. Keep in mind, though, that it basically just uses the automatic campaign in order to drive keywords or ASINs for your other campaigns. So this is going to take a longer period to get going versus actually doing keyword and ASIN research and then just building those into the campaign. That is the one I want to focus on today, and that is our guided builder. So once you select the guided builder, you can see on this screen the three product lifecycle stages that I just went through with you. So let's just go through and do a test of what this would look like. So all you're going to do is maybe enter a name of your product. Now, we do suggest that you have all the same product in the same campaign. I'm just typing in PPC course as a test, but you really should type in what the product is in this grouping, and the rules will be created around this particular grouping. Again, launch just means we're going to tell the algorithm to focus on impressions regardless of ACoS. Scale, we're just going to tell it to focus on a target ACoS to make optimizations. And liquidate, we're going to tell it just to focus on those that have orders in them regardless of ACoS. Let's just leave it there for now. So we're going to go through. If you have your MWS token connected, you can go ahead and select your product. And once you do that, in the next screen, you're going to see the option for sponsored products, sponsored brand, and sponsored display. So this is a real key benefit for you. If you are brand registered, you can create all three campaign types at once versus doing them one at a time, as you can do in Seller Central. Now, sponsored brand and sponsored display is only available if you're brand registered, so I'm just going to focus on sponsored products right now. So with one click of a button, you can see how quickly we have campaigns that are ready to go. Had I selected sponsored brands and sponsored display, you would also see those on this screen. So this is the campaign framework that we liked to build within Atomic, and these are suggested campaigns that we do have at launch. These 4 are the minimum that we do suggest, so that's why these are automatically built. You can see that there is an auto campaign, and that is designed to basically get you the most benefit from Amazon, as they're going to be the ones to help you find converting search terms and ASINs. A research campaign is also included, and these are going to include broad match keywords. This is a more targeted approach than the auto campaign, and again, designed to help you discover converting search terms, because broad match keywords are designed to get exposure and search terms. We also add a performance campaign, and this is our exact match keyword campaign, and this is basically only for keywords maybe that you have done some research on and you have known that they're going to convert, or maybe keywords that you want to rank for. Either way, this is going to be the campaign where we're going to funnel keywords into so that eventually that you can scale it. And then lastly, a product targeting campaign. We always recommend that you have an ASIN-based campaign, and this is where the automatic campaign is going to come in handy, because it's going to find ASINs as well, and you're going to be able to add those to the product targeting campaign. So in continuing down the campaign builder, we're going to give you suggestions based on where you are in the builder. Right now, we're building out the broad match keyword campaign. So you see a bunch of suggestions here that you can either look through and choose, or preferably you've done your keyword research and you're going to go ahead and enter those here under add from your list that you've saved, or enter keywords that you might have in an Excel sheet. I'm just going to select a couple of these keywords just as an example. The next one we're going to fill in is the exact match keyword campaign, the performance campaign. So again, we're going to show you some suggestions that you can review, or you can do your keyword research and add those. Lastly, you're going to enter your ASINs. Now this is going to be important if you're adding a sponsored display product targeting campaign as well, because ASINs will be added to both a sponsored product targeting campaign and a sponsored display product targeting campaign. So go ahead and enter the ASINs that you've researched here. I'm just going to only add 1 at the moment, and go ahead and click next. So you can see right away, this is a preview of the campaigns that are ready to launch, the 4 campaigns that we do recommend, as well as the rules which are going to dictate keyword movement for new keywords that we find from search terms that have been converting for you, as well as how we're going to look at search terms and define if they are not working for you. So I'm going to go in more detail on the rules and suggestions in the next video.